June 18th, 2018, day that I will remember, a day that you will remember, a day that we all remember in our lives. The day Jase Omfron, better known as XXXTentacion by his stage name, was murdered. The young and highly influential rapper was only 20 years old at the time. He was gunned down in a shocking and violent incident in Deerfield, and he was leaving a motorcycle dealership with $50,000 cash in his handbag. At the time, it was more so just a talk that X was stupid for doing that. Now, this event sent shockwaves through the music world and beyond, as X was really a rising star in the field of really hip-hop, and he had different musical style, and he was presenting himself in such a fashion that was unlike anybody else in the industry. He was connected with raw and with deep lyrics, and he was addressing topics that were actually beneficial to society, such as depression, mental health, and personal struggles. Through all of his recent albums, on 17, news of his passing was blowing up all over the place, and there was grief from fans and fellow artists alike. Vigils and memorials were held out around the world to remember the young artist and his contribution to the music industry. Many praised his ability to channel his personal pain into his music and using it as a form of self-expression and therapy, helping everybody around him in the making, bringing all the people up with him that were with him in the beginning and promoting positivity in this world with his new vision, with his new look, and with his new personality. Time's passed and those in charge of those crimes have been convicted. Now, the circumstances around X's death have all been heartbreaking, but they're also extremely complex. Besides all of this, I want to get into the real nitty-gritty, the real reason why X died. I barely hear people talking about this. I see a video here, a video there, but it's not in one place at all. And that's what I want to do right here. I want to have this 4-part series here where we can actually look at what happened and break it down step by step on what it really is and understand this shit. Now, through this 4-part series, I will not only reveal the real, true motivations behind the murders, who is responsible, but also the factors that have not yet been analyzed within the modern media. This will provide a deep insights into the true nature of X and the people surrounding him on his come-up, his beliefs, his actions, and his attitude towards life. I've conducted my research and I'm going to present it in a clear fashion to all eyes and ears that are open to listen and understand what I'm saying. As the content on my channel, I praise myself on providing truthful facts on here, and I really hope that you see through all of it. This topic, the real reason why X died, will be explained, and I hope you're ready for the true reason. X's first song, News Flock, as you probably have all heard it, brought him into the scene in June 2013. This not only presented his versatile style and his motivation, but allowed for him to present himself fully with his Jamaican roots in the second part of his song. The reason for me mentioning this is to introduce you to Tables. Tables was X and Ski Mask, the Slump God, his talent manager from 2015 to 2016. X and Ski Mask were really close, and they both had the same talent manager between these time periods. Tables was his talent manager during the drops of Members Only Volume 1, Members Only Volume 2, and It Wasn't Enough. And X's early music was really characterized by an emotional vibe. During this time, an altercation appeared between Tables and X. As stated on a Reddit Ask Me Anything by Tables himself, he states, "He knocked on my door. When I opened it, 6 people rushed in. X and I got in a verbal altercation over the money. I was mad too because I didn't do what I was being accused of. I offered to show X my computer so he could see all the numbers. He didn't want to hear it. He grabbed a knife in my kitchen and said, 'What if I stabbed you? Will you still be stealing my money?' He was stabbing the air in front of me, backing me down the hallway, and eventually I walked into my room door and he stabbed me in the lower abdomen right next to my left hip. I had to get a major reconstructive surgery because all my organs shifted out of place, so they cut open my entire stomach. The doctor told me a centimeter up, down, left, or right, I would have bled out before I made it to the hospital. I was damn near paralyzed, but I couldn't do anything about it on my own. Not even sit up when I was laying down. It was a really rough experience." Tables follows this up by answering a question on how we could ever forgive X for such a crime, where he stated, "Holding hate in your heart only hinders you. Sometimes you have to sacrifice for the bigger picture. At the end of the day, I'm alive. That's all I can really ask for." And further, Tables went on to drop these charges against X, and he indicated this on Twitter posts on his Twitter. X says, "Thank you for dropping the charges. As fucked up as the situation is, I am forever in your debt." I don't even know what to say. It was a really fucked up situation that could have been avoided. I dropped the charge because at the end of the day, you're a brother to me, and I got a lot of love for you. You didn't deserve to rot in jail and lose everything you built over a bad decision, even if that means you're sacrificing my health and well-being for you and the fans. I still have to go to physical therapy twice a week to deal and learn with the pain because of all my organs. The purpose for introducing Tables is to lead you to show the closeness between him and X, the honest relationship that he had with X, and the respect that he showed for X, even in such a situation where X really fucked with him in a state of mind. As I mentioned, through several Reddit comments, not only did he forgive the man, but moved forward with the whole process by dropping these charges, which is kind of insane to think about, that he really went forward and had so much respect for X that he went ahead and dropped all these charges. Tables was asked, was there any moment where you were hanging around with him and they did some shit besides stab you that made you go, whoa, what the fuck? Yeah, bro, X was in some very dark shit, spiritually. This is followed up by asking, can you specify what you mean by dark shit? Where Tables says, occult. Now, the term occult refers to a wide range of beliefs, practices, and phenomena that are typically hidden from the mainstream and that are often involved supernatural, mystical, and esoteric elements. Some key aspects of the occult are belief in hidden or secret knowledge. Occult practices are often associated with the belief that there's hidden or secret knowledge that can be obtained through specific rituals, practices, or spiritual paths. There's a supernatural and there's mystical beliefs to it, where they believe in entities, they believe in forces. I'm not saying these are real, I'm not saying these are false. If you watch my YouTube videos, you will see my stance on these. But occult really has a belief in these entities and these powers that are outside of the ordinary human perception. And many people are drawn to these mystical and these new age spiritual aspects, such as Wicca, new age spirituality, and various forms of alternative spirituality. As we know, X was a spiritual person. I'm a spiritual person. A lot of people around us are spiritual people. They believe in this kind of stuff. They believe in entities. They believe in mystical. Tables lays out that X believed in this kind of stuff. Followed by a comment, can you elaborate on this? I know he was into Wicca and such. Where Tables says, and I stayed away from the cult/Wicca shit, but they perform dark rituals at Bruno's. Which leads us into the deepness of this whole situation. The root and heart of this whole situation. Bruno Dickens.